Hi everyone, welcome to the channel, Living Wisdom and Dharma World. Today, we will listen to another story in the Lotus Sutra. This parable, often referred to as the parable of the hidden jewel, originates from the chapter of 500 disciples in the Lotus Sutra and other Buddhist teachings as well. It offers a profound message about the intrinsic potential for enlightenment within every being and the transformative power of realization through the Dharma. Allow me to share its essence in greater detail, weaving it into a Dharma teaching. The story. A man visits his friend, and during the visit, he drinks excessively and falls asleep. Seeing his friend in a vulnerable state, the host decides to bestow an act of generosity. He takes a priceless jewel and carefully sews it into the lining of the man's garment. When the man awakens, he is unaware of the gift and leaves, resuming his life of wandering in poverty and hardship. For years, he struggles to make ends meet, all the while carrying a treasure beyond measure within his very clothing. One day, the friend encounters him again. The friend is dismayed to see his companion still living in deprivation. He asks, "Why do you live in such hardship when you possess great wealth?" Perplexed, the man replies that he has no such wealth. The friend then reveals the hidden jewel in his garment, explaining that it has been with him all along. With this newfound knowledge, the man's life transforms as he begins to utilize the treasure he had unknowingly carried. Symbolism and teachings in the parable. Each element of this story carries profound symbolic meaning, making it a timeless teaching for practitioners. 1. The hidden jewel. The hidden jewel represents the seed of Mahayana enlightenment, our innate Buddha nature. It is the treasure each of us carries within, regardless of our awareness or circumstances. All beings possess Buddha nature, the boundless potential to awaken, transcend suffering, and realize true peace and wisdom. Often, we are like the man in the story, unaware of this innate treasure because of the veils of ignorance, attachment, and aversion. Buddha nature is not something external that must be acquired. It already exists, woven into the very fabric of our being. However, just as the man's jewel went unnoticed, our Buddha nature often remains obscured by worldly distractions and delusions that prevent us from recognizing its presence. 2. The man's unawareness. The man's unawareness of the jewel symbolizes the delusions and obscurations that prevent sentient beings from recognizing their true nature and inherent potential. His ignorance reflects the plight of sentient beings caught in the grip of the three poisons: greed, hatred, and delusion. These mental afflictions obscure our vision, keeping us from seeing our true potential. Instead, we wander aimlessly through the cycles of birth and death, clinging to the belief that we are impoverished, incapable, or unworthy. Buddhist practice offers a way out, inviting us to peel away these layers of delusion through mindfulness, meditation, and ethical conduct. Each practice serves as a tool to reveal glimpses of the hidden jewel within us, and ultimately to help us realize our inherent capacity to awaken. 3. The generous friend. The generous friend symbolizes the Buddha, who through compassion and wisdom plants the seeds of enlightenment in all beings. Even when beings are unaware of this treasure, the Buddha ensures it is present, waiting for the right moment of realization. The friend in the story, who is generous, patient, and wise, embodies the compassionate role of the Buddha. Out of boundless compassion, the Buddha plants the seeds of enlightenment in all beings, even if they remain unaware. Through teachings, parables, and skillful means, the Buddha gently and patiently guides us toward discovering this inner treasure. Even when we are oblivious or resistant, the Buddha's influence persists, ensuring that the potential for awakening is never lost. This is the timeless and universal nature of the Dharma. It remains ever present, ready to awaken us when the conditions are ripe. 4. The revelation of the jewel. The revelation of the jewel represents the Buddha's teachings, which awaken beings to their true potential and help them access their intrinsic wealth of wisdom, compassion, and skillful means. When the man learns about the jewel hidden in his garment, his life changes completely. This realization mirrors the transformative experience of encountering and internalizing the Dharma. Once we recognize our Buddha nature, our perspective on life shifts dramatically. Suffering no longer feels permanent or insurmountable, and we begin to cultivate the 6 perfections: generosity, ethics, patience, effort, meditation, and wisdom. This realization not only liberates us, but also inspires us to extend compassion and assistance to others. Just as the man's newfound wealth could be used to uplift those around him, our awakening becomes a force for the benefit of all life. Practical application. How can we integrate the teachings of this parable into our daily lives? Here are 3 practical steps. 1. Reflect on your Buddha nature. Regularly remind yourself that you possess intrinsic wisdom and compassion. When facing difficulties, pause and consider, how can my Buddha nature guide me in this moment? 2. Seek out the jewel. Engage in practices that reveal your inner treasure. Meditation, study of the Dharma, and acts of compassion are like polishing the jewel, allowing its brilliance to shine forth. 3. Be a friend to others. Just as the Buddha acts as the compassionate friend, we too can help others recognize their hidden potential. By offering kindness, encouragement, and wisdom, we become agents of awakening for those around us. Conclusion. The parable of the jewel in the garment reminds us that enlightenment is not something distant or foreign. It is as close as the clothes we wear. We carry this treasure within us at all times, waiting to be realized. Through the guidance of the Buddha, the power of the Dharma, and our own efforts, we can uncover this hidden jewel and transform not only our lives, but also the lives of countless beings. May we all realize our intrinsic nature and share the wealth of the Dharma with the world. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe for more insights. See you next time.